All right, now for something entirely different. We got to talk about not Trump, but one of Trump's friends, one of the people involved with him, saying something even more horrific than other stuff that we have covered before, which is, you know, fantastic. I'm so glad we live in modern and interesting times. I am so tired of living through historical events. I would like to stop living through a historical event right now. That would be just great. Anyway, fan art section for my sanity. This is from Riddle of Lightning, and it's somebody saying, I drew you NSFW, and me going, it's time to talk about negativity bias online. I don't know what this is in reference to, but y'all guys keep looting me and turning me into porn on the internet, so I don't know what's in reference to, but I do know that I'm terrified. As always, let me know what y'all think in the comment section below about today's fan art. I'm messing up my words, because I'm really bad at doing my job. If you like what you see, go support the artist. Go into my Discord and post your own art. Something, something. Time to be terrified. Anyways, Donald Trump's senior advisor, Jason Miller, says that under a second Trump presidency, it's going to be up to the states whether or not they set up regimes to monitor women's pregnancies so they can prosecute them for getting out-of-state abortions. Huh. Yeah, those are words I read. Those were words I read. I don't know how to feel about that. Rage? Just terrified? I don't know. I don't know. But I do know. Not super thrilled about that. Not super thrilled about that at all. Like, at all. Why the fuck? Why do I live in a world where that's something that we're thinking of doing? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and go to where this even started from, right? So there are some people who have menstrual cycles who use period tracking apps in order to keep track of their periods, to see when they can engage in safer sex, to see when they are going to have to plan a chocolate run to make sure that they don't have literally the worst of everything ever bogging them down as they try to survive living in 2024. Now, the problem is that these apps that track pregnancy, that track everything, your ovulation, all of that fun stuff. The problem is that while these are amazing tools to make certain that you know, don't end up pregnant, because you can check and go, oh, I've missed my period by 3 or 4 weeks. Maybe it's time to go get a test. Or, hey, my period should be coming up soon. Maybe it's time to go ahead and get some more medicine. Maybe it's time to buy a new hot pad. All kinds of fun stuff, right? The issue is that these apps, being made by companies, can be asked to subpoena any of that information. So let's say that somebody is suspected of a miscarriage, right? Oh no, we saw what looked like a bit of a bump, and then it's gone. Oh no, I wonder what that could mean. So this woman, let's say, has this situation where she thinks that she is pregnant. And she goes to the bathroom, experiencing a fuck ton of pain, and then everything's over. The morning sickness that she was feeling is over. All that fun stuff is over. She has had a miscarriage. This is going to be a very traumatic experience for her right now. Now, let's say that she knows, thanks to her period tracker app, that she has missed her period for 2 months. She knows that she should have had it 2 months ago. She didn't have it, and she starts having her period again the following month. But this all looks suspicious to someone. It could be anybody. Anybody, if that just wants to be an asshole. And this person decides to go to their local police and go, hey, abortion's illegal, and I think my neighbor had an abortion. And normally, there'd be no way to tell. But if you're using one of these period tracking apps, What they'll be able to do is they'll be able to look at the app and go, oh yeah, you missed your period for 2 months. Are you pregnant right now? No. Were you pregnant then? Please allow me to get incredibly invasive in this exact moment so I can try to figure out exactly how pregnant you were, and for how long, and how many years behind bars we get to put you. Now, this is all even more terrifying when you consider that in certain states, abortion is illegal, but in certain states, abortion is not illegal because Donald Trump managed to get exactly what he wanted in his presidency and moved abortion to be a states' rights issue. There are certain states where you cannot get an abortion. And this would already be bad enough if it weren't for the fact that many states are trying to ban traveling for abortion. They're trying to ban traveling for that abortion. Now, the reason I bring up the miscarriage, Anubian, is very simple. What is the difference to somebody who wants you thrown in a jail cell between you having a back alley abortion and you having a miscarriage? They can't prove which one you had. I hope you see where I'm getting. I hope you see what I'm getting at right now. They can't really prove which one it was. So it's going to be up to the state to figure out if you are guilty of killing a human being. And during this time, you're going to spend time in a jail cell. You're going to have to get bond taken care of. You're going to have to get bailed out. You're going to have to miss work. You're going to get traumatized by being put into our fucking abusive prison system for any amount of time. And this is going to bog down our legal system too. Over and above how terrifying this will be for the individual person dealing with this, this means that our tax dollars are getting fucking wasted on a non-issue. Said, wouldn't banning travel be a violation of the freedom of movement? You would think that. But we live in America, where a fascist was president, not but 4 years ago. During a Wednesday... Take one swig of olive oil at night? Absolutely not. I read glycerate. I'm not doing that shit. During a Wednesday Newsmax interview, the conservative interviewer asked, Trump wouldn't support monitoring pregnancies even if a state decided to do that? And Miller replied, well, he made it very clear he's not going to go and weigh in and try to push various states in how they want to go and set up their particular rules and restrictions. That's going to be up to the states. Conservative and Bulwark founder Charlie Sykes replied, oh! Talking Points Memo founder John Marshall commented, Trump kingpin Jason Miller gives the thumbs up to states that want to set up full menstrual surveillance departments. Marshall added that J.D. Vance is a major menstrual surveillance proponent, but the Trump camp has been fairly good at avoiding the issue. This explicit green light from Miller changes that. Walz should definitely bring this up in his debate with Johnny Donuts and Harris's campaign, should pounce generally. Okay, this is written very poorly. This is written very, very poorly. Like, awfully poorly. I believe the quotes are real, but the actual journalism here needs like 12 editors. Just multiple editors. AI doesn't misspell stuff that often. This definitely wants more editors. Give me a moment. There we go. An article that looks like it's written a little better here. During a Wednesday Newsmax interview, the conservative interviewer asked, Trump wouldn't support monitoring pregnancies even if the state decided to do that. Miller replied, well, he's made it very clear that he's not going to go in, weigh in, and push various states in how they want to go and set up their particular rules and restrictions. That will be up to the states. As far as I can tell, Miller made these disturbing comments 4 months ago, but they have gotten renewed attention after Matt Yglesias tweeted out the video clip this week, and I think they're worth highlighting again, particularly since Project 2025 calls for a stepped-up abortion surveillance. This all bears repeating. Talking Points memo founder John Marshall commented on Miller's remarks, saying that Trump kingpin Jason Miller gives the thumbs up to states who want to set up full menstrual surveillance departments. Marshall also encouraged Tim Walz to bring these up in his vice presidential debate. But don't worry, ladies. Donald Trump says he'll be your protector under his eye. Just in case anyone thinks that it couldn't really happen here, HT to Progressive Muse for reminding us of what happened in Romania under the rule of dictator Nicolae Shoutout. I think I'm saying that correctly. Maybe right. Hannah Miller says, wait, is Miller good or bad in this article? Okay, so no, I don't like when people ask, is this the good or the bad guy? Miller has said that Trump and others want it to be a states' rights issue. Miller wants it to be a states' rights issue, that abortion surveillance is okay. So typically, whenever a Republican says something should be up to the states, something should be states' rights, what they are trying to do is take a federal protection and erode it. That is their goal. It is never anything else but wanting to erode those rights from people. States' rights was an apologetic used for people who wanted to keep slaves back in the Civil War. And states' rights today is used to strip trans people of HRT protections, strip women from, or even pregnant people in general, from protections when it comes to their own body, their own wombs. And if it weren't for the Democrats doing everything in their power to protect Obergefell, then, yeah, it would become a states' rights issue for gay marriage as well. But it's not, thankfully. Shigeri Ernot says, hey, just want to say I like that the VTuber model's back. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. One more update to file under, hold on. Women under the age of 45 were rounded up at their workplaces every 1 to 3 months and taken to clinics where they were examined for signs of pregnancy, often in the presence of government agents and dubbed the menstrual police by Romanians. A pregnant woman who failed to produce a baby at the proper time could expect to be summoned for questioning. Women who miscarried were suspected of arranging an abortion. Man, I would be going to fucking jail. I would get fucking violent. If you took my loved one and put them in front of police every few fucking months for this shit, I'm sorry, I don't see a world in which people wouldn't get violent and fight the fucking police. That's so goddamn gross. One more update filed under the don't think it could happen here. Last year, Florida started asking female high school athletes for information about their menstrual cycles on a required form for participation in high school athletics. Why is that any of y'all's business? Why? That's Ron DeSantis. I just want to know, why are you so obsessed with children and their periods? That's really weird and really fucking gross. Also, Smelanie, hello. Thank you so much for the raid, Vosh. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. That is huge. Let me go ahead and head over to Vosh's website so I can join the stream and say hi to people who are there. Said because Ronnie wants to both save babies and send the female ones to jail. Yep. It is gross. Space says I just got switched to a weird VTuber. You just got swapped here by Vosh. That's his fault. But bear in mind, you are still stuck dealing with politics. I am sorry. You're not getting away from that. Not here. Jesus. Yeah, it's fucking unhinged. It is unhinged as shit. Oi. So I'd love you for years. I'm glad you're getting Vosh recognition. This is so cool. Oh, I enjoyed canvassing with Vosh out in Yonkers when we did that, and I got to have a fun time basically forcing him to watch me and Naomi and Saki play Magic the Gathering. So I'll take it. Yeah, so I don't watch Vosh anymore. His content got worse. Everybody's got their own opinions. Everybody has their opinions. Derek T-Pro, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Periwinkle, hello. Continuing on. Oh, but that's all there is in the article? Okay, so it's just... Although the questions were more about transgender athletes and abortions, the point is that a lot of people spent a lot of time figuring out a system to gather information on girls' menstrual cycles. Yeah, no, that's gross. That's gross as shit. For everybody who's coming in from the Vosh raid, we were covering one of Donald Trump's aides, basically saying that he's okay with sending with having menstrual surveillance done by pushing it off to be a states' rights issue. The same way that Donald Trump and others tried to push off abortion rights in general to be a states' rights issue. I said he got me to join PV, so that's good. That is good. Me on my way to watch. Oh, that's from Vosh's chat. Brutus Magnuson said that it's what states' rights is. It really is any rights or freedoms the right talks about. Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird. Also, Local Shark Girl, yes, this is a bio lizard on the desk. It is Blizzy, and if anybody sends a subscription on Twitch, then they can actually type in text for Blizzy to say. You can make Blizzy say things by subscribing to me on Twitch, which is a not-so-subtle nod to subscribe to me on Twitch. But yes, that is the bio lizard. But no, it's terrifying to think that we live in a world right now where this is getting more and more normalized. Also, Tooths and Periwinkle, think of the follows. This is getting more and more normalized, and more people who need to deal with menstrual cycles are going to have to deal with the government fucking trying to surveil them on top of all that. Crazy Gape says, I've heard that in states that already have bans in place, the period tracker apps have been used. Let me scroll up real quick. The period trackers apps have been used by the police as evidence. That wouldn't surprise me. Suris says, you should think about doing no pre-roll ads. It improves retention. I do need to try to fix the broken ad system on Twitch, because the ad system on Twitch is goddamn awful. Said BioLizard says trans rights. Blizzy does say trans rights. In fact, actually, given that you did subscribe, you know, all things considered, said it's insane how much projection we have to deal with from the right. They say we are pushing things onto them, but they cannot stop telling us what to do. Yeah. It's fucking gross.
I say trans rights.
Serious Viewer, thank you very, very much for the follow. Said you can do 3 minutes of ads an hour if you wanted, Cirrus. That kills pre-rolls. Wait, no, Senna, I have that set up. Hold on. We're gonna end the topic, and I'm gonna see what I can do about the ad system real quick. That said, this whole situation's fucked up. As always, insert ended video tagline here. Hey, just wanted to give a quick thank you to all of my wonderful patrons who help keep me afloat and help keep this channel going. YouTube and Twitch are wonderful platforms, but at the end of the day, stability is not one of their strong suits. If you want to support my channel, then obviously Patreon is one of the best ways of doing that. Link is in the description. But I do want to personally thank everybody who has contributed to the channel. Those people would be Red Joker, Purple Poundini, Jemshin, Britzkrieg, Jupe the Malignant, Michael, Ravalern, Mabbity Babbity, Astral Frontier, Autumn and Angel, Nixie Chan, Agamotto, Victorian Alchemist, I'm not saying the last part of that, and you know that. Arcton Arclacier, Kiratorian, Dren Hadamata, Jordan M, John L, Lord Bleck, Smiling Game Master, and Fire Shard. And everyone else who supports my channel and lets me do what I do full time. This is a dream job of mine that I never believed that I would be able to take full time, and with your help, I've been able to do it. So thank you so very much for that. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you all enjoy, and I hope you all are having a wonderful time. I will see you all in the next one, hopefully.